Yo, it's me, it's the SCOTT, and welcome to Throwback Thursdays, where we take a look at a 90s film and give it a review. You know, video games, movies are infamous for not being so good. There are a few, though, like, say, Mortal Kombat or Sonic the Hedgehog. I'd even say Street Fighter, because I'm a Van Damme fan. But most people out there, you ask, what's the worst ever video game movie, might say Super Mario Brothers. Do I agree with that? Not really. Yes, it takes a lot of liberties with the source material, but see, this came out when I was a kid, and I watched it when I was a kid, so I have nostalgia for this. So that's one thing. I am going to judge it fairly, though, so just keep that in mind. But it came out like, I was much like Sonic. You know, I said I was big on Sonic growing up. I was also big on Mario. We had the games, I had shirts, toys, whatever that, you know, some toys. I watched the cartoon, I played the video games, stuff like that. Big on Mario. Right? So when this came out, I was ready to see this. Eventually, when it came out on VHS, I did. And I know it wasn't exactly like Mario, but I didn't care. I was seeing Mario, and I was seeing Luigi up on the big screen. Now, even as a 6-year-old kid, I noticed differences. Luigi didn't have a mustache. Wasn't like Mario. He was a little bit taller, and Luigi is skinnier, so there's that. But he didn't resemble sort of a Mario brother. And, differences like wasn't the Mushroom Kingdom, it was an alternate universe where dinosaurs still existed because the meteor that destroyed the dinosaurs created a parallel world, which, if you think about it, isn't that bad of a concept. It's actually something kind of cool you'd see in a sci-fi show. It's kind of cool, something, and then you think about it, very 90s. Our outfits. Now, you can sit there and say, oh, they don't have their outfits really until the last 30 minutes or so. Yeah, but, and it's not even right because of Luigi. Well, first of all, I'm going to stand right here, and I'm going to defend this. Luigi with his hat backwards. Need a new case for this. Just broke it more. Luigi with his hat backwards, I'm going to defend. Because there's one big defense you can come to when people start talking about Luigi's hat being backwards, and that is, it was the 90s. That was very much a 90s thing to do. I still do it today, actually. But it was very, very 90s. Hats backwards, tying your long sleeve shirts around your waist, stuff like that. Very much 90s. So in that kind of way, it works. It fits with the 90s style. Now, Mario and Luigi being played by a Brit and a Puerto Rican, whatever. They're going to get actors to portray. I think that the actors do a good job in the role. And you can say, oh, but what about the princess? It's not Peach or Princess Toadstool, whatever it was. No, it's Daisy. And you say, oh, well, why does the princess have a love interest for Luigi? Because Daisy was Luigi's love interest. Peach or Princess Toadstool was Mario's love interest. And Mario already has a girlfriend in this one, Daniela. So, I don't hate that. I think that's actually cool because, you think the main character of a video game series or a movie, the main character in title, Mario, would be the one that gets the love interest, but it's Luigi. Now, you can sit there and say, oh, well, what they say about their names. Mario, Luigi, Mario. It's a joke. It's a joke. They put it in as a joke, I guarantee you. I don't have any proof to back this up, but it's a joke, right? It's a damn joke. Mario, Luigi, Mario. Somebody saw this and said, hey, they're called the Super Mario Brothers when we have their last names be Mario. Poke a little fun at that. It's a joke, okay? Have a sense of humor. Now, Koopa. Most of you out there would probably say it's not Bowser. For me, growing up, think that Bowser was a part of the franchise until Mario 64. I'm serious. I always thought, because I was watching the cartoon and everything, I thought that the guy they fought in the Super Mario Brothers game back in the 80s was King Koopa. And they fought him, and then Bowser was the one who showed up in Super Mario 64 and was in the games like, was in other games like Mario Kart or Super Smash Brothers. I thought that was created for the 64 version. I was wrong, but that's what I thought it was. So I never had any hate for King Koopa. Not looking like he did in the games, though, was a little bit of an kind of thing, but I didn't mind it. Dennis Hopper was a great actor. May he rest in peace. Also, Bob Hoskins, may he rest in peace too. You have Yoshi in there. The actress who plays Daisy is pretty good. The whole idea of this civilization created from a meteor that are humanoid dinosaurs is a pretty cool idea. Yes, they meshed Super Mario with Blade Runner, but who cares? I also like the banter back and forth between Mario and Luigi, and the fact that Luigi is always wrong. Something I realized watching it this time is Luigi is always wrong. Every time Luigi says something to Mario, he does the opposite. Which is why Luigi then has to trick Mario into going the way he wants to, and what does that get him? They could have died had the fungus not saved them. All because they went the way Luigi wanted to go, where he says, oh, take that way, and then, take the parkway, whatever it is, and then Mario takes the tunnel, and he goes, he's always smiling. Oh, that's the way I wanted you to go. I just told you to go the opposite way, so you go the way I wanted to, and they could have died. Iggy and Spike, not bad additions. I like, what's his name? He was in the Short Circuit movies. Fisher Stevens. I like Fisher Stevens. He's a funny guy. I thought it was funny in the Short Circuit movies. Bimbo. Number 25. If you were having a month, I've been washing it up with soap. I think he's a funny guy. He was even funny on Friends. He's like a psychiatrist or something. I thought it was pretty good. Is there anything I don't like? Toad. That's the one thing I always think about this movie is Toad. Why? There are plenty of little actors they could have gotten. One name that popped in my head right away was Deep Roy. He was in Neverending Story. He was going to be in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He was playing every Oompa Loompa. Deep Roy would have been a good pick for Toad. If I was to cast for now, I'd pick Martin Kleba. Or Kleba, whatever his name is. Little guy, he was in Pirates of the Caribbean. They could have had a little actor too, but they got a guy who's not only regular size, but he's a tall guy. Musician, that's fine, he can be a musician, but... And then the Goombas. They're also ridiculously tall. Supposed to be little mushroom guys, right? Big Bertha is a woman instead of a fish. Meh. I like her scenes. She's fine. That song, run the floor, get on that floor, everybody move that dinosaur. I like that song. Where they lose me is the whole concept that this little piece of meteor rock that Daisy has, when put back into the meteor that's in a cave somewhere, will bring the worlds back together. How? They don't explain how it works. They just say that it will work. Just putting it back in and they'll come back together. How? And for that matter, how did a meteor hitting Earth create two parallel worlds? They don't go into specifics, they just say that it happens. And it's confusing to me. It really is. When I think about it, like, they don't give specifics, they just say, oh, this happened and that happened, and boom, two parallel worlds. Okay. Scapelli is set up as this rival for Mario at the beginning. Every time they try to do the plug business, Scapelli's business is there first. And where does it lead? Monkey. Which is a funny line and a funny part of the film, but why did they set up this human antagonist for Mario when he was going to face off against Koopa anyway? I'm going to say Koopa, that's a dog. Koopa anyway. It just kind of feels like, although he was part of the reason why Daisy and Luigi kind of got together, is he was trying to stop the dig, but I'm just saying. And why Daisy hatched from an egg and look like a human? I understand multiple, but I don't know. It's a weird movie. Overall, I still enjoy watching it. I don't hate it as much as other people do. It's enjoyable. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. What are your thoughts on Super Mario Bros. The movie? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. I'll see you in the next one.